Hey, this is Dan with Potential Adventure, and have you got somebody on your Christmas list this year that's a motorcycle enthusiast and you really just have no idea what to get them? Well, I've got a few ideas for you I think you're going to like. 4 of them to be exact, and then maybe a little schniggly wiggly bonus one. So stick around. When it comes to picking Christmas gifts for friends, you always want to find something that's, well thought out. That's always important, but it also should be something that, that they'll like and can use and really appreciate because of that. So when it comes to motorcycle enthusiasts, there's a few things that generally all of them like, and that's gear. Everybody likes motorcycle gear. Something that we came up on, a situation that came up on us this last year was we were out on a ride and we decided to stop. We were on our way back to our campground. We decided to stop at the dealership on the way. And well, anyways, we went in, wandered around the dealership for half hour, something like that, and came out, and one of the guys realized that he had left his ignition on his bike. Now that means the headlight had been on the whole time and it drained the battery on his bike. So he goes to start it and it gives that terrifying tick, 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 instead of starting the bike. And luckily we were at the dealership and he went into the service department and some guys came out with a start cart hooked up to his battery and got him going, and that was perfect. So anyway, it's got me thinking, man, what if that had happened to us when we were out in one of the more remote locations we'd been at that day? Like we were out on the coast, we had several overlooks where we were at, took pictures, did the same thing, got off the bikes, walked around, took our pictures. What if that would have happened there? We wouldn't have had a way to get out of it. So that's when I started to do a little bit of research around and I found these. This is a starter. It's a portable starter that you can get for your bike. This one here works for cars and bikes. In fact, this one here is I think this is the biggest size that they make. It is a 1200 milliamp battery, which makes it so that you can not only start a motorcycle very easily, but you could also start a diesel pickup, which I happen to have one of those, so I thought, well, it'd be kind of handy. However, if you want to get one of these for a friend of yours, you do not need to have this biggest sized one. This is the most expensive of the 3 that I have listed below. You can get a smaller size. They just don't have as many milliamps, but you don't need to start a diesel pickup truck. Then you can use a smaller size. All right, first of all, in the opening right here, see these here? Those are the clips that can clip onto the battery. And this plugs into the battery, the portable battery, to help boost your motorcycle battery to get back to life so you can start it. So you hook this. I'll show you what this part looks like. This is the actual battery itself. Not very big. Let's get the cell phone again. You get an idea of how big that is. So anyways, this is the battery itself. And it will hold its charge. This has got a couple of lithium-ion batteries in it, so these will hold up. They'll hold the charge for a long time inside the saddlebag. It also has a flashlight. Like that. You can use that for an emergency roadside flashlight. Check that out. This thing will do SOS. So you just set that on the road and you can tell somebody, hey, I'm in trouble, by the flashing of it. Now let's see if I can get this shut off. That could be the trick. So anyways, the way that this works is there's a little slot right here. This part from the clips goes into there like so, and you hook those to your battery, positive and negative terminals. Push the boost button on it and it will boost up your battery enough to start it. This will get you out of trouble. Alternately, if you're just going down the road, you need to, say, charge your cell phone. There's 2 ports on here where you can charge your cell phone off of as well. So it's also a kind of an auxiliary charger for your other things. But like I said, you don't need necessarily this bigger sized one. This is if you've got something heavy duty else in mind, which, like I said, I wanted to get the one that could start my pickup if I needed that help. But for the smaller ones, for just a motorcycle, there's several other different models, and I'll have a couple of those listed in the links down below that you can purchase one of those, and they're significantly less expensive. This is item number 2 on the list. It's a Hydroflask. This one here is a 40-ounce model. Hydration is probably one of the most important parts of motorcycling. You've got to do what you can to keep well hydrated, because think of this, you're going down the road, you've got air blowing over you, you've got the sun beating on you, you're wearing clothes that are heavier because you have to wear armor even if it's really hot outside. So you definitely want to keep yourself hydrated. It keeps your eyes all lubricated up, it keeps your body cool, and it keeps your self-awareness much sharper. This is not insulated, and it's also can leak, different things like that. Sucks, because this is going to be whatever temperature the inside of your pack is. This is insulated, so you can put ice in the top. And there's different models of these. I always prefer the ones with the wide mouths on them, because then you can put ice into them. There's a whole bunch of models out there now that have, it's supposed to emulate a bottle, to look more like a bottle, and they neck it down at the top and you can't get ice cubes in it. With these, you can put ice cubes into it, seal it up, fill it up with water, and you will be drinking cold water all day long. I had one of these in my pack when we were in Hell's Canyon. It was 109 degrees that day, and this was inside my pack, which inside the pack is not ventilated, so I'm sure it was much warmer in there. But this sat in there the whole day long, and it had ice cubes in it all day long while I was drinking it. So it's a lot better setup than this. There's different size models. Most of them come with this flip lid here is actually an accessory. Most of these bigger size ones just have a screw off kind of lid. You just pop the top off, but this is much easier because you could just pop it open and you're drinking right out of that. So this is a better setup, and I think this is an add-on, and I'll have the link for that down below as well. Idea number 3, this one's really good. This is a first aid kit that also very easily fits in your bag. This one just tucks in there just in case you have any kind of minor injury along the road, or somebody in your pack does. It's got several different types of band-aids. It's got a scissors, rubber glove. It's also got bee sting relief, which is pretty handy because we found out this last year bees stung 3 of our riders in one day. And so to have these kind of pads that kind of offer a little bit of relief to them to help, because it hurts. Bee stings are one of the most common injuries to motorcyclists, because they like to fly up your sleeves, or get in your shirt or something like that, and then you're toast. And it hurts. So it's always good to have a first aid kit on board your bike. I have a link below for this one here. This is from Realtree. It's a nice little size. They also offer 2 different other sizes, but this is the one that I thought was complete enough for my bike kit. And finally, the 4th idea. This one is a toolkit. Now this one here is specific to my bike. It's a Harley-Davidson toolkit, and inside of it, it has all of the different types of wrenches, connectors, Torx bits, screwdrivers, Allen keys, those kind of things specific to my bike. And so this one is very specific. I found several of them that are produced by other companies that I've got the links for down below. And if you know what kind of bike it is, you know the model or the make, that's very handy, the one that your friend is riding, because you can take that information and pick out a kit that will be specifically for that bike. It will have specifically the wrenches and the Torx bits and the Allen wrenches and all the different pieces for every type of fastener that's on that bike. They make them very specific. So I've put the listings for the several different types that are available, and that's also a great thing. And the last item, this is one that is absolutely so darn cheap, and it is going to be so appreciated, and it's Chapstick. Chapstick is probably the best thing that you can get for your biker friend, simply because when you're going down the road, air blowing over your face, even if you got a mask on, from a full face type of helmet, there tends to be vents right in front of your mouth, so there's air blowing in, and after a couple days of riding, your lips are so dry. You get this for your biker friend, they are going to appreciate you so much. Hey, if you like this video, then please subscribe. We'd love to hear from you. Hit that bell down below and we will gladly notify you every time we post a new video. Also, visit our website, potentialadventure.com. We've got all kinds of cool stuff there. get out and explore with us.